another intelligent, and this one's very arrogant, RVer gets stuck. Tater learns all about healthcare, and it's RTR time. That's right, we have some more My House Has a Steering Wheel, but they sure don't know how to use it and getting stuck in some dumb situations. Yes, there is some more RVers that decide to go back these, I don't know, wicked little roads that are muddy and in the rain and everything, and they get stuck for days on end. And some of them actually, even though it's their fault, they got stuck, up to the bumper. Frame, everything, sunk. Their little travel trailer was sunk in the mud and everything. They got themselves in there. And when the recovery people show up, they're the ones that have an attitude because, people had other shit to do and finally drug their ass way out in the middle of nowhere to get them. And they have an attitude because they weren't Johnny on the spot. Even though your house has a steering wheel, and when shit got bad, you should have left. Or when you were driving in there and you seen shit get bad, use your little steering wheel and your gas pedal and get on out of there. Now, we will be talking about this more tonight in depth, and everything we're talking about here in this video. We'll be talking about that stuff tonight on the live stream at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And so just adjust accordingly and come join us, and we'll talk about this further. And I will explain and show you some pictures, some more pictures of how these folks got in this situation, and we'll talk about it. And we'll also talk about Nomadic Fanatic. That's right. He finds out that aging and being a responsible adult isn't all fun and games, and he learns what healthcare is like here in the United States. After he says he hasn't had it for many, many years, since 2001, he says. He also he didn't get to go to the doctor. We'll talk about that again. You want to come on, join us tonight, and we'll discuss it further, and I'll get it more in depth and detail. But he talks about Diana and he says that they're not broken up, they're still together, blah, 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 and he goes into it. And he says things like, no matter what you heard, just for the record, I'm going to state right now, again, for the record, I never said they were broken up. I just covered and said people were asking why, and they're making speculations that they broke up. So I went and I did a little bit of digging. I went to her stuff and I played some stuff, what she said, and that she has all his stuff, stored in the house. They're still together. They're going to meet up, but blah, 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 blah. So if he's kind of ragging on me and trying to say that I am spreading these, salacious rumors about him and Diana being broken up and everything else, no, it's not me. I never said that they broke up. I, on the contrary, actually tried to find out and say that, look, here's the deal. So if he's got a little wild hair in his ass because he thinks it's me, he can go right ahead around and point his fingers at somebody else. But anyway, Tater, he's got his big tent set up and he's ready to do some entertaining, even though he's not that much of a social person. He said there is lots and lots. It's hard to get slid into a time slot where people can come over because there's just so many parties and events to attend. So yeah, sounds like all the unemployed van dwellers and RVers and schoolie dwellers and, well, I guess the wheeled wonders, the vehicle dwellers. It sounds like all the unemployed are just living it up all winter long, and they're not having a problem, having potlucks and having parties and drinking and eating and doing all kinds of stuff. Even over at the spot, there's going to be a big party coming up soon. So everybody's just flourishing, having a great old time, while Mikey's, he's crying the gloom and doom. Now, speaking of Mike, he hasn't posted in almost a week. That's right. It's been like 5-6 days since Mikey posted a video. So I don't know. I hope he's okay because he was having those problems with his ribs and he wasn't sleeping and everything else. And he was doom scrolling and getting all wackadoodle in the head and everything, I think, anyway. And so, he hasn't posted in a long time. We know Mike, this is his jobby poo, and he relies on it for his existence. So I hope all is well with Mike. I hate to see anything happen to him bad. So I hope it's just that he's doing projects or, I don't know, maybe found a friend or something. I don't know. But whatever it is, Mikey hasn't posted. And I hope he's okay. All right. And now it is what time? That's right. It is not just quartzite time for everybody to run the quartzite. It is the 16th annual RTR. That's right, the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. It is mid-January is when it all kicks off, and everybody starts going into quartzite now. But by after the first of the year, it really gets packed, and there is the Bob extravaganza, which is the RTR, and it is put on by HOWA. That's right, Homes on Wheels Alliance, and it is a nonprofit run by Bobo and some other folks. But yeah, it happens every year, and again, this is the 16th one of the RTRs. The women's RTR, that's right, ladies only, so they can feel safe in their little safe space, and they can talk about all kinds of things. That kicks off on the 7th, and it runs until the 9th. And then the regular RTR, where everybody's welcome, even you guys with the twig and berries, you can join in too. That starts the 10th, and it runs to the 15th. And of course, there's going to be all the seminars that we always have. Maybe, Bob, you should have a seminar on how when you see mud and snow and stuff and you start sinking, to turn the fuck around. Maybe you should have a seminar about that. Maybe all these morons wouldn't get stuck and get a wild hair in their ass because they got themselves in a situation that they couldn't get out of. And when people don't show up Johnny on the spot, they get all crazy. But hey, they're far better than me living in sticks of bricks. But anyway, so all the little seminars and stuff. It's at the same ball field that it was last year. And of course, it's free. You don't have to pay to get into the RTR. So yeah, it's a big deal. If you want to, meet up with anybody, go to the RTR. Chances are they're going to be there. And if you are new or you have any questions about anything, go to the RTR. Again, all the seminars, solar and safety and everything. And then they have a leave a thing, take a thing. So people that have a bunch of shit that they don't want anymore, they throw it out on a table so you can walk by and peruse, and they might have tossed out something that they don't want to use that you could use. So there's lots of things going on with the RTR. So hey, and it's free. And if you're already in quartzite, why don't you just swing by and check it all out? All right, so that's going to do it for this one. I just wanted to do a real quick run through. And if you want to talk about these subjects and more, and we will get more in depth about everything I just talked about tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time, come on over and join the chat.
I'm BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.